Hello and welcome to yourlocalnote.com. I am RJ, Mike behind the scenes, making us look and sound good. We've got another vidcast for you tonight, and we are featuring Valerie Dupont, and we'll be talking with her in just a couple minutes. Just want to remind you that we are streaming 24/7. We've got free apps. Just go to the respective stores and download them, and just type in YLN, and then you download it for free. And then you can take yourlocalnote.com with you anywhere you go. If you want to know what's going on in the Philadelphia music scene, you've got to be here at yourlocalnote.com. Okay, now what we're going to do from her EP, Valerie Dupont, we're going to play the first song called Race, and we'll come back and we'll talk to her. This is yourlocalnote.com.
Isn't it good? Good, we finally know right now what your limitations are and what you are not. Isn't it good that we're shutting down this train before the bigger hill comes and we won't get to the top? Now we'll raise the train, cross the plains, dodge the lanes of the very next highway. Feel awake again, feel alive, to feel, to feel, to feel, to feel. Wasn't it good when we first got on our way? You showed me the hillsides and we waded through the stream. Was it good? Was it good that I didn't know back then about all the places you didn't want me to see? I will raise the train, cross the plains, dodge the lanes of the very next highway. Feel awake again, to feel alive, to feel, to feel, to feel, to feel. Isn't it good? Even if I don't know right now which way is the mountain and which way is the coast, isn't it good that I can feel the air, share with it all the wishes that I hold? I will raise the train, cross the plains, dodge the lanes of the very next highway. Feel awake again, to feel alive, to feel, to feel, to feel, to feel. How we raise the train, cross the plains, dodge the lanes of the very next highway. Feel awake again, to feel alive, to feel, 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 to feel.
The song is called Race the Train from the self-titled EP, Valerie Dupont. Valerie, welcome to yourlocalnote.com.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Appreciate you joining us. And let's get to the song first, and then we'll get to you and your career. Race the Train. What is that song about?
I've just always loved trains. No, that's not the case. Actually, I like trains a lot, but it just was a great metaphor, I think, when I was writing this. For anyone who's ever come out of a difficult relationship,
okay,
an unpleasant relationship,
okay,
this just has it's a nice way to make a lot of metaphors about that.
Okay. So it's basically about coming out of a difficult relationship.
Yes.
Hey, very cool. Let's just take a step back. How did you get involved in music? Is this something you always did since you were a kid, or is this something that you picked up later in life? I'm always interested in how people get into the music industry.
Yes. As a kid, I just always loved to sing. And in school, we always seemed to be singing. I went to Catholic grade school.
Okay.
And got a lot of singing in there, got a lot of practice.
Of course, yes, a lot of singing.
Right.
I did the 12 years of Catholic school, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
All warmed up, those vocal cords.
Yes.
And then in college, I didn't do it so much. Got away from it. But then after college, I got back to it. And I actually... Was
it accidental, or is it something that, you felt, well, you know what, I miss this and I really want to do this?
Definitely. In high school, I sang in choirs. And I got involved with other things in college, fun things like theater and comedy and things like that. Okay. It definitely was a conscious thing. And I actually had taken some piano as a kid. And then just later on, in my 20s, I took up guitar. Oh, okay.
Self-taught?
No.
Oh, you took some lessons. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I took 8 years of lessons just to be a bad guitar player. I'm still awful, and occasionally I'll pick it up and just be like, okay, now I know why I put it down. So I'm always admire people who can play. Let's then get back to the songwriting. The first song, "Race the Train," that obviously was personal. Are all your songs written through personal experience, or can you just come up with an idea and then write a story, or is it a combination of both?
It is a combination of both. One song in particular that I can point to is one that sort of is rooted in truth and something that actually happened, but, a certain element or two, and then I built onto that.
A little story. Creative license with
exactly.
it? Okay.
Built a story around something that...
But there's some
basis to it.
Because some songwriters will say, I can't really sing it unless I've experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you feel that there's got to be something that's a part of you that's in that song?
I definitely think an emotion, to identify with, definitely. But I have, my song "Angels Watch Over" is not about personal experience, and I actually have a song about St. Patrick. Okay. So both things that I can't say have been my experience.
Right, right. But St. Patrick, everyone experiences St. Patrick Day. So, is it...
Well, they should.
Yes.
In the best way that it's
Of course. in
the spirit of it.
Yes. But so, the song St. Patrick, is that about St. Patrick himself, or is it just...
Actually, it's called "Once in Ireland."
Oh, okay.
And I actually, last year I wrote it, and I got very fascinated with St. Patrick. I felt like I didn't know much about him, and then I was reading up on him, and he's a very interesting character.
Right.
Quite a life that he had.
Yes.
Being brought over as a slave to Ireland and returning years later to, as a priest and I guess a bishop.
Right. Then chase the snakes out.
That is a bit of folklore from what I've read. So.
Sounds good, though, right?
Yep.
All right, very cool. So the songs, do you find yourself, are you the type of songwriter that has to sit down and write from start to finish, or do you play a little bit and then put it away and then come back and develop it?
I do. I do. It varies, but I have done things where I've started a song and I've come back to it, and I was really happy about that. In particular, with "I Was a Superhero," that started out in March a couple years ago, and I ended up finishing it in August. Oh, okay. So I was really happy about that.
Okay. Does music come to you first, or is it lyrics? How do you approach a song, or is it just some days lyrics just pop into your head and you write it down, and then some days you're fiddling with the guitar and something comes and hits you and you save that? How does that work for you?
I think even before that, I think it's like a mood will hit me from something I'm hearing, and oftentimes it is words first.
Okay.
And then the music.
So you find yourself writing the lyrics first. That's something that comes easier to you, or is it?
I've been writing for a long time, so I think it does.
Okay.
You know, but I'll also try to capture things as they come. Sometimes something will come to me, what I feel could be a chorus, a part of a chorus. And
Right.
luckily for my phone, I can just sing into
Yes.
it and have it for all posterity until I
Yes.
run out of memory.
Yes. Technology is very helpful nowadays. So then you'll be writing a song, you'll have lyrics, and then you'll be playing something, and then it's like, okay, now it's time to match the lyrics with the song that you come up with, music that you come up with.
Yeah, yes, and I sort of do things kind of, I don't know if the word is organically, but I just a lot of times I'll just kind of feel around the fretboard for what feels good and what sounds right with that mood and that feeling, you know, the intent of the song, of the lyrics.
Okay, very good. All right, we have a treat for you tonight. Valerie's going to play for us live, and we're going to play a few words. And now you've got, I want to just set this up. You're going to play it live, and you play it differently live than the way it's recorded. So what we'll do is we'll have you play it live, we'll come back and then play a little bit of it, the recorded version, and we'll talk about the differences.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure.
All right, you're hanging with us on yourlocalnote.com, and we're hanging with Valerie Dupont, and she's going to play a song for us. It's called A Few Words, and it's off her self-titled EP right here on yourlocalnote.com.
I would like to say it's okay to let it go. I would like to say so many things, so many things that I know. I would like to say you can. I would like to say what you are is enough. And I would like to say so many things, so many things I'm thinking of. And I have a few favorite words, like forgiveness, feeling good, healing, love, joy, I understood, laughing, hope now, awareness, true. Like freedom, living peace, wisdom, God, faith, the open sea, children, ice cream, clarity.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Valerie Dupont. And the song is called A Few Words, and it's from her self-titled EP. You're hanging with us on yourlocalnote.com. A Few Words.
Yes.
Very, very interesting song. I was listening and I'm going, okay. I wasn't sure. Are you reminiscing? Are you regretting thinking back? What is that song about? I mean,
what do you think it's about?
Well, it seems like there was definitely looking back on your life and a few words that maybe you wanted to say. So there's some regret in that song. At least that's my interpretation. Not sure if it was something where you were looking back fondly. You were looking back mainly with like I said, some regret. That's how I was hitting me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
How far off am I?
Well, when I started writing this song, it was about someone in particular, someone close to me.
Okay.
And the whole idea of forgiveness, from what I've seen, is such a powerful thing. And
yeah.
The negative effect of when you don't, what the internal pain it can cause, and when you're not forgiving yourself,
it holds you back
first and foremost, but forgiving others too. Exactly. And the neat thing about it is that as I was writing this song, I guess I was inspired because I found that there was this portal to making it more universal. All these other words started to come to me.
Okay.
And I just found myself writing it, I think, about any one of us,
And a lot of different experiences, I take it then.
Well, I guess I was thinking about all of these positive things, and it's I guess you could say it's like a prayer. It's like a wish.
Okay. Sure.
For others.
Sure.
To have these
that's
wonderful,
it's part of
simple
forgiveness,
pleasures
though.
of life.
Yeah, and it's part of forgiveness where you are forgiving someone and then wishing them the best, which is not always easy to do. So, very interesting. Very cool. Okay, now you play it that way live. Mm-hmm. And you then have a recorded version. So what we're going to do is play about the first 90 seconds of it. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about why you do the two different versions. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Again, here's a recorded version of A Few Words from Valerie Dupont's EP, which is self-titled, on yourlocalnote.com.
Let it go. And I would like to say so many things, so many things that I know. And I would like to say you're doing the best you can. And I would like to say you are is enough. And I would like to say so many things, so many things I'm thinking of. And I have a few favorite words for us, like forgiveness, feeling good, healing, love, joy, I understood, laughing, hope now, awareness, true, and a few more, I love you, and I would like to see you find your serenity, and I would like to see you find your way, and I would like to see so.
All right, that's a recorded version of A Few Words from Valerie Dupont. You can get that on her EP called Valerie Dupont. Okay, now, you were saying you like to play it differently live. Why is that? Because I got to tell you, I do like both versions, mainly because I like your voice. I think you have a really, really good voice.
Thank you.
But why would you play it differently then?
Oh, it's not that the studio version is different just because of the instrumentation.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it would be nice to hear it because I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The recorded version, and it was a neat thing that we did in the studio. Alfred James, who I worked with at Silvertone Studios, plays a number of instruments and also had some friends come into the studio and play with me as well. And he played this higher-end bass part, which gives it this ethereal kind of sound to the recording, and it all came together really nicely. We were really happy with it.
Yeah, well, you should be. It sounds really good. Did a good job with that. And now, is this the first album or EP that first time you're in the studio recording with
Yes.
a producer? How was that experience for you?
It was an amazing experience. It was such a learning experience in so many ways. And it was exciting and exhausting grueling.
Did you know Alfred before, or how did you pick that studio?
I had not. Actually, I met Valerie Volo, who also works at the studio. I think it was the summer before at a friend's house. So it was just this
conversation,
serendipitous thing, and she said, "I work for the studio. Why don't you come in?" And
did she hear you sing, or did you just were talking about it?
She had not. She had not heard me.
Oh, really?
And I had been wanting to get in the studio, and actually, what I did record a single with Silvertone in the fall of that year. So it was two autumns ago, and then I found out I was going to be opening a festival up in North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So then that was the impetus to move forward with very quickly putting an EP together. In a very short period of time, we put this together. So.
Now, how many songs did you have to choose from? Do you have a bunch of songs that you've written?
I do have a collection of songs, but these were, Race the Train is a more recent song, and you just pick and choose certain ones when you don't have that much time.
Did you pick them out yourself, or did you get some help from Alfred and Valerie? How did that work?
I picked them out.
Okay.
Which ones I wanted to put on there.
How difficult was that? Because, you're writing a song that's something you're putting your emotions in. There's an ownership to it. So I would think that every song has a special meaning to you.
It does. They're like your children.
Right. So how difficult is that to tell one child, no, you're not good enough?
Oh, I'll get to that child eventually. Just sit in the corner until I tell you can
be
move.
Good.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Okay. So you have some. So basically, was there an idea to put do these songs relate to each other, or is there a theme to it, or is it just these are songs that really stuck out and said these are the ones I want to record? Yes.
Which you said.
Okay. Very cool. And then, so you're working with Alfred. Mm-hmm. Was he very hands-on, giving you suggestions?
Yeah, we worked very closely. We worked very collaboratively on this.
And how difficult is that for you, again, because these are your babies, and now you have a person who you don't know that well saying, I think you should do this?
Oh, I think, he has a lot of experience and has a feel for things, so he can make recommendations, and I can say, yay or nay, and so it came together nicely.
Okay. Will you go back to him and record another album, or will you?
I can see that happening.
Okay,
yeah.
You're leaving your options open, which is not a bad thing.
No, I'm really happy with the way the EP came out. Of course, I have to say that it's my EP. But
yeah, it wouldn't sound good. Yeah, I don't like it. That wouldn't sound good at all. No, it absolutely sounds great. The thing is, though, you get different perspectives from different people.
This is true.
And that's the one thing. That's the one thing about music. It's so subjective. I always laugh when people say, "Oh, I hate that artist. That artist is no good." How can you make that? Especially when they have, they're very popular.
Right.
And I just don't get that. But, people get like that. So that's why I ask, would you go to someone else just to get a different perspective on your music?
If someone would like to approach me and offer me studio time, I'm
Very good. Yes,
I'm open to that conversation.
That's always the thing. Well, you should think about doing a Kickstarter. Those the crowdfunding. We promote. We'll help you promote it if you.
Well, thank you.
If you're going to do
you guys
that.
Have been great.
Because I think people don't realize how expensive it is to record music and put just an EP together. So that's one of the things we try to do here is also educate people on how expensive and how much time and effort is put into just one song, recording it and getting it recorded. Because unfortunately, we're in a time where there's a large group of people who don't put any value on music, because they think, well, I just get it off of this website for free. And they don't realize that, there's hours and hours.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars on a song. So, that's what we try to do here. But if you want to do a Kickstarter, let us know and we'll promote it for you.
Thank you.
All right. You're going to play another song for us live.
Yes.
We're looking forward to that. And this is called Angels Watch Over.
Yes.
Okay. On yourlocalnote.com.
Holy angels looking over. Oh, angels all over. Better angels of our nature, take a stand. While the angels from above watch over this land. Guardian angel, be at my side. If I am to have this wish tonight, angels, sometimes you're in the name of a man. And if you are, help them all you can. We got a new guy, hallelujah, songs of praise, Gloria, can begin again, get a fresh start. But heaven help us now. Angel on my shoulder, what should I do? Standing here in these red shoes, the high road, so very steep. If I fall down, will you catch me? Got a new guy, hallelujah, songs of praise, Gloria, we can't begin again, get a fresh start. But heaven help us now. Got a new guy, hallelujah, songs of praise, Gloria, can begin again, get a fresh start. But heaven help us now.
Okay. Very nice. Valerie Dupont. Song is called Angels Watch Over from her self-titled EP. Very much influenced by your Catholic upbringing, I would think. I mean, that's what I got. And obviously, going to Catholic school as long as I have, that stands out to me. And I always tell people, it's part of who you are. So I would assume that's part of you.
I do believe in angels.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think
they are
really
watching
nice,
over us. Yes.
A nice thing to believe in. And actually, the song came about. This might have been a song that the music came first. At least that riff came first. That riff in the beginning and the verses. But I wrote it around the time of the first Obama inauguration. Okay. And there was a lot of hope in the air and a lot of excitement. Right. And a lot of problems to be dealt with in the government and with the whole financial meltdown happening. Yes. And it's sort of just things converged for me around that time with this song. And I was driving past a church. I was coming from an Eagles game, watching an Eagles game down in Center City, driving out of the city, and the Eagles lost. Championship game or something. And it was, January or something. Right. And I saw a church that had the word angels in the name of the church. Okay. And that stuck in the back of my mind, and things just came together that way. Did you have the riff already, set aside, and then you started writing songs, writing the lyrics to it, and then you do you go over music then after you write some lyrics? Do you then listen back to your music to try to match it up, or do you already have something in your head saying, I know what these words can go with, what music these words can go with? Yeah, in this case, it's been a little while since I've written it. But like I said, I think for this song, that riff did come first. Okay. And then it was this idea of angels, holy angels, and the whole, again, just sort of absorbing all of the excitement and energy that was in the air around that time, but it's like a cautiously optimistic message. Yes, as you can tell. Yes, well, I mean that I think in a way is the Catholic religion. You're cautiously optimistic. You're definitely looking for things, but you know there's bad out there, and it's going to happen. But you use your faith to get through that stuff. And it's, it's just the way it's a nice way to put it. Yeah, it's just the way we were brought up. And because, my mom was Italian and Catholic, anytime something was, if I was struggling, the first words out of her mouth, and I can hear it, would be, it could always be worse. Didn't matter. It could always be worse. Or there's someone out there worse off than you. Basically, her message to me was, okay, you can feel sorry for yourself for a short period of time, but then snap out of it and get your head out of your butt and start moving forward. And do your chores. Yes. So I get that. All right. Let's talk about where people can find your music. Sure. The CD is on CD Baby, and you can also buy it on Amazon. Okay. It's also, the songs are available on iTunes. All the usual places, the usual suspects. Right. Now, you've got a show coming up you want to talk about? Yes. I'm going to be performing at the a singer-songwriter Kate May Festival. Nice. And it's 2 weekends from now. Okay, very nice. And, thank you. And the showcase is on Saturday, the 28th. Okay. March, and it's at Mark's Pub. Nice. Which is right there on. Will you have some CDs with you? I certainly will. Excellent. Come on out, everybody. Very good. Very good. All right then. So not only can you find it online, but wherever you're playing, you'll have CDs. Yes. Okay, very good. Now, you also have a friend that we've interviewed, and he does. He plays a little bit on this EP, right? Dylan McGuire. Yes. Which song did he play on? I Was a Superhero. Oh, okay. That's the last song we're going to play here. And did you ask Dylan to play, or was it something? I did. He said no. Who asked who? I guess is what I'm. Oh, I definitely asked him, and he was willing to do it, and it was great. He did a few different guitar parts. Okay. And really enhanced it a lot. Yeah, he's very, very, very talented musician. We really enjoyed it. We just had a gig together the other night, too. Okay. Very nice. In Philadelphia. Yeah. Okay. Does that happen often? That wasn't our first gig together. It was our third. Our first was, when probably I first met him, was his cousin's wedding, and she's my friend. And we did we did a song together in church
for
their wedding.
For the wedding?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, There Is Love.
Okay, yes,
The
yes, I know. Yes, of course. That's very cool. That must have sounded great, because I think both of you have really, really good, strong voices. So that must have sounded very nice in church and together. Do you guys know when you play? Do you play together, or is it you do a set, he does a set?
Well, so the second gig we had, it was quite a while back, and he just did his songs and I did my songs, and we were up there for a certain period of time. And for this gig at the Melodies Cafe the other night in Mount Airy, we did switch off where he did a few songs and I did a few songs, but I played with him on a couple of his songs.
Nice.
He played with me on a couple of songs.
That's very cool.
Worked out really well.
I would love to hear that. Like I said, I think both of you have great voices. I think you'd sound great together. So that's always a treat. Very nice. All right, let's talk about the last song, I Was a Superhero, because you have a story behind this.
Yes, well, that's the song that I started in March.
Right.
2 years ago.
And you said there's a workshop with this?
Yes.
Let's.
Yeah, it came about as a workshop, a songwriting workshop through PASA, Philadelphia Area Songwriters Alliance.
Okay.
And they have these workshops every so often, and it's really neat. And so the workshop that I went to is that you took two pieces of two elements and brought them together to write a song. So it was interesting. So everyone was given an image to look at, and then we were asked to put our hand underneath a blanket covering a basket. And the first thing that you touched in the basket was what your tactile inspiration was supposed to be.
So
you brought these two things together.
You couldn't see it.
No, you couldn't see it, but you could tell what it was.
You felt it, and then you had something else, and then between the two, you had to write a song. Wow. How much of a challenge was that? And what was your song about?
It was interesting. I really enjoyed it. Well, the image that I was given was this image of a little boy, I think cut out of a magazine, wearing goggles and a makeshift cape that was a beach towel, and just looking very pumped up and proud and like powerful, like a superhero. Mm-hmm. And then the tactile inspiration I had was what felt like one of those recreation balls, like a playground ball.
Yep.
Those red ones.
Sure.
So I guess, adding that layer of drama into the picture, I imagined, superhero could be a negative thing, somebody thinking that they need to save people all the time.
Right.
So I created the story of this child who learned at an early age to try to help. And then leading into adulthood, and then ultimately realizing what was going on, and this, as you'll see from hearing this.
Okay, and this took you a while to put together.
Yeah, well, I started.
Did lyrics come first with this? Because you were at the songwriters. Okay.
Yes, I believe they did. Yeah, and so I guess I just got to a certain point in the song, and then I just I had some things happen, and I had to put it down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then in August, I was up in Connecticut gearing up to go to another workshop. And it was a very rainy, stormy night. And I finished it.
Okay.
This one night, and I was very excited about that.
Okay. So it just hit you, and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do.
I was determined, because I felt it was a strong song, and I really felt that a story that needed to be told and sung. And I was just really pleased that I was able to get back to it and finish it.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Well, Valerie, thank you so much. We're going to play that. This is our last song that we're going to play for the vidcast, but we really appreciate you joining us. It was great to meet you. Great listening to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Great to be here.
And again, don't forget, we are streaming 24/7. Nothing but the best Philadelphia area music. Check that out, and you can get the app for free at the local at the respective stores. Type in YLN, download it for free, and take your localnote.com with you. All right, wrapping things up with the song "I Was a Superhero" from the EP Valerie Dupont. This is Valerie Dupont on yourlocalnote.com.
I was a superhero, 'cause I learned how to fly. Every night it was me and the moon till the sun got in my eyes. I was a superhero before I could even walk. best to talk. Give me a ball, I'll kick it higher than the electrical lines. I wear a mask flying over the thicket, defying all space and time. I am a superhero. Let me give you my card. I speak every language, it's my job to carry you far. I am a superhero. Can't you tell from my face? The wind has made it weary, the sun's made my costume fade. Give me a ball, I'll kick it higher than the electrical lines. I wear a mask flying over the thicket, defying all space and time. Look at me fly, I fly. See who needs my help, though. Then I'll try to bring the only justice that I know. To right the wrongs, wrong the rights, put all evil in its place, land upside down on my face. Give me a ball, I'll kick it higher than the electrical lines. I wear a mask flying over the thicket, defying all space and time. Give me a ball, I'll kick it higher than the electrical lines. I wear a mask flying over the thicket, defying all space and time. I was a superhero, I say it 'cause it's true, but now the tights no longer fit, the cape is all worn